Hello there, e-daters. Happy Valentine's Day. RuneScape is not a dating site, guys, just to let you know, even though it's Valentine's Day and I know you're all in the romantic mood or whatever. It's not a dating site, so make sure you go elsewhere for that. But yeah, anyway, on to this video. So what's this video going to be about? It's not just going to be a guide, guys, it's going to be an analysis of XP rates, costs and things like that. And it's going to be about the Muspah method, which is my method of training Invention. The Muspah method is not the most efficient in terms of money per GP per XP. It's not the fastest, but it is AFK, and I love my AFK. It is very AFK, guys, and that's why I'm going to evaluate this method today. The requirements are Fate of the Gods quest to be able to access Muspahs, Desert Treasure to access ancient magics for double damage, and obviously 70 magic and defense to be able to augment armor and weapons, and lots of GP. I'll come on to the exact amount of GP you need in a little while, but you'll need lots of GP in order to buy all the stuff you need for augmenters and weapons and armor and runes and supplies and so on. But on top of this, I recommend that you actually have higher stats, as you can see here. The main one to note will be 92 prayer for soul split. Soul split is pretty much essential here, so you really want to have that, and you want to have these 3 auras I'm showing you here. Doesn't matter if you don't have all of them, but it's useful to have at least one of them. So vampirism, dark magic or runic accuracy. Runic accuracy is possibly the most useful one here, and an enhanced Excalibur also helps if you have that. Now just before we move on, just wanted to talk about how much actual money this method is going to cost. So you get 540k XP per level 10 disassembly, and if you add actually augmenting and using the augmenter on the weapon, you get an extra 545 XP. For 99, that's 36 mil XP, and this can be broken down into 67 augmenters, 29 polypore staffs, and 19 of the Ganodermic top and bottom. So this all adds up to 155.2 mil. Remember that this figure doesn't actually include the stuff you need to buy to make augmenters, the stuff you need to disassemble for parts to make augmenters. This only includes the weapons and armor that you're going to have to disassemble. So yeah, it's 155.2 mil, not too bad I guess. But then for 120 it goes up to 347 mil if you use this method from level 1 to 120. Obviously it's going to be slightly less as you spend some time in the Invention Guild and get XP from other methods. But yeah, that's basically it so far. Let's move on to the gear. Welcome guys to the gear section of this guide. First things first, you'll be wondering why on earth does this guy have a bunyip? Well, you see, it's actually quite difficult to keep up your HP at Muspahs if you're AFKing, even with Soul Split active, and you do need extra healing. Now you have 2 options for this, and I just did a cost-benefit analysis here. Well, not really a analysis, but just a comparison here, as you can see. So you got 2 options. You need that as much accuracy as you can get, and you also need the healing. So you need a balance of the 2. So you have 2 options: either use a Vampora, waxed Vampora, and one of either Ice or Smoke Nihil for that accuracy boost, or use a waxed Runic accuracy aura and a bunyip. It's kind of difficult to forget the healing bit and just go for the all-out accuracy bit, because then you can't really AFK it as such, and that's what this method is about, of course. Overall, the most expensive thing is to wax your Vampirism aura, because it requires 100 Viz wax, and it will extend it by 1 hour to 2 hours, so the cost is 315k. And I think, in my opinion, I think it's better to use a waxed runic accuracy and use a bunyip, because bunyips are cheap. If you look at my inventory, you'll see I have 4 overload flasks, and since the update, each dose grants you 6 minutes. This will last for 2 hours and 24 minutes. A bunyip pouch lasts for 44 minutes, so you'll need 3 bunyips to stay at Muspahs for 2 hours 24 minutes, and that's why I've got 2 spares in my inventory. And as I said, I preferred the second method of using a waxed runic accuracy and a bunyip, because it gives you more accuracy as well compared to just using a Nihil. Of course you can use a runic and a Nihil if you're not really going to be AFKing, but that'll be difficult for you to keep your HP up. And yeah, that's basically why I've chosen those. Moving on to the rest, so I talked about my weapon and my armor, which I augmented earlier, and you just need non-degradable helmets and boots really. You don't want to be spending too much money on those, so I just used subjugation. You've got a nice little cape there, you've got the ring which you need to teleport to Muspahs, and you got a sign of life. Moving on to the inventory, this is a good combination, and guys, if you're going to have soul split active, which by the way should be your quick prayer, if you have soul split active, I found out that this combination of potions, which is to say, is it 8 prayer flasks and 1 super restore flask, lasts you almost exactly 2 hours 24 minutes. So this combination is great in my opinion. The 2 brews are just for emergencies. Obviously you'll get shark drops from Muspahs you can pick up as well. And I am using Ice Barrage. Now you might be wondering, why am I not using Blood? Because if you use abilities, the Blood, Barrage or Blitz, they don't really heal. Well, they don't heal, that's full stop. If you're using abilities, they only heal if you use auto attacks, so there's no point using those. And they're extremely expensive because fire runes have shot up because everyone's using polypore staffs. And well, that's why I'm using Ice Barrage. I guess you could use Ice Blitz as well, because there's no point using Ice Barrage, because the highest level spell, that the most damage you can do with a polypore staff is dictated by its level, the level of the spell, which is equivalent to the staff. So a level 75 spell won't do any less damage compared to a level 94 spell, because I'm using a level 75 weapon, if that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I'm using Ice Barrage. I could use Ice Blitz, but I want to use Ice Barrage for those you know, there's auto attacks, 1 auto attack before the revolution kicks in. So that's my reasoning, guys. Excalibur as well if you have it, and teleport to House Tablet if you have those diarrhea moments and you need to shoot off Kappa. But yeah, let's move on, and let's go there. Oh, one more thing. You might be wondering why I'm not using an Amulet of Souls, why I'm using an Arcane Blood Necklace. I need to actually get some data from Muspahs before I can justify that to you guys, so I'll do that after 1 hour of collecting information from Muspahs. We are here, guys, and I just wanted to say a few things before we go in. So first of all, you want to have Revolution on, obviously. This is my action bar. It's been working pretty well for me, so I guess you can copy mine if you'd like to. Sacrifice is really good here because it can give you an extra little bit of healing, and because you're AFKing, you want to use ability queuing, in my opinion, so that you don't have to wait to be able to use Wild Magic. And Sunshine, you can just click on it, and then as soon as you get enough adrenaline, or as soon as it's off cooldown, it will use it automatically. Obviously auto retaliate as well, and yeah, ability queuing. I reset my magic XP counter so I can see how much XP I get in 1 hour. And what I'm going to do now is actually I'm going to start off with level 1 weapons and armor, because if I do this, then I can check how much XP, how much armor and weapon XP these have gained in 1 hour. So after 1 hour I will check them, and hopefully the number should give a good indication of, you know, the XP rate at Muspahs with semi-AFK methods. So here we go. Put your potions on your action bar as well, it's quite useful. Here we go. We are ready to go. Make sure your quick prayer is set, and it is a cradle in Frenesky, and here we are. This is how it is going to go. I suggest you stand here. It doesn't really matter where you stand, to be honest. Obviously put your prayer on, and your potions, and activate your runic accuracy, and every time you re-overload, basically use Excalibur as well. That's a good way to sort of make sure your timing's right. Even though you can use Excalibur every 5 minutes, I believe, and an overload is every 6 minutes, I think it's fine to just do it all in one go, so that you can AFK. And this is pretty much it. So what I like to do, I like to shoot off Wild Magic and Asphyxiate ASAP, and then I like to click on Sunshine and basically AFK for a bit, and then when Sunshine is active, I like to come back to it and then click on Wild Magic and AFK again. So yeah, that's basically my semi-AFK method. As you can see, Sunshine is active. I clicked on Wild Magic, and basically it does it. Now you've got to be careful here. If these Muspahs have 100% accuracy, so it's not like wearing better armor will improve your accuracy or anything like that. And second of all, as soon as your overload runs out, you're going to struggle. It's going to hit you really hard, and your HP is going to go down quickly. So you got to be careful there, and obviously pick up the sharks if you can. And that's basically it. Rinse and repeat. So after my sunshine's over, I like to repeat it. So while magic asphyxiate, and then click on sunshine again, and then come back in a bit, do whatever I need to do. And there really isn't any more to it than this. I mean, if you've got an emergency, click on the teleport to house to get away, and as soon as your item levels to 10, basically switch out to another item, whatever it may be. Ideally your armor and your legs, your top and your legs should level together. Well, they obviously will level together, but the main hand weapon will level 1.5 times faster, so it will get to level 10 before the armor and the top and legs do. So yeah, that's basically it. Come back to it as much as possible, and yeah, I shouldn't really be clicking, I should be using keybinds, but yeah, that's basically it, guys. Oh, my prey dropped. That could be deadly. Look at how quickly my HP is dropping. So yeah, just make sure you pay attention to that. And my overloads are just about to run out, so I'm gonna re-overload, re-prey renewal, and re-Excalibur. I guess I should put Excalibur on my action bar as well, so that I don't have to click anything. But I'm too lazy to do that. Oh well, I don't have enough space. And basically the XP rate will depend a lot on how much you AFK. So I'm gonna go AFK for 1 hour, which is to say till my second overload flask has 2 doses left, so I use up 10 doses. And when I come back, I will check how much magic XP I got to work out how many Muspahs I killed, and also check how much XP my weapon and my armor has gained. As you can see, it's just about got to level 2 now, and it's been about 6-7 minutes. So yeah, let's continue. Here we are then. My overload's just about to run out, and I guess it's time to teleport out when it does. There we go. Alright, now we can check the XP we gained. Since we didn't have to switch at all, I guess we can take the XP at face value. So let's see the staff. So 24k, almost 24k, guys, 23.8k. That means, well, it should be around 16k XP for the poncho, because it's 1.5 times less. Yep, that's almost 16k, and it's exactly the same for the leggings. So yeah, 23.8k and 395.7k magic XP. That's a lot of magic XP. Let's actually put these into some sort of context and see what we get. It's time for the last and my favorite section of the video, guys. It's the analysis section. So what does it all mean? 396k magic XP translates to the following numbers: 370 Muspahs killed, which means 7.4 mil damage dealt. And although this isn't really accurate because well, you do more than 1000 hits, you do 1000 actual hits, but then if you include bleeds and AoE abilities, it's more than 1000. But let's just say it's 1000 to keep it simple. It means you do 7.4k damage per hit. Now you can work out how much SS heals, and then the AOS heals on average 18.75% more. It's got a formula, and it's quite variable, but on average, if you average it out over a long period of time, it heals 18.75% extra, which translates to 64k extra HP every hour. Due to the AOS healing on top of what Soul Split normally heals. And if we compare that with the Arcane Blood Necklace, the Arcane Blood Necklace heals 350 on average every 15 seconds, 350 per enemy, and if we say on average it acts on 2 Muspahs at any given time, then that heals 168k HP an hour, guys. Wow, that is a lot. That's on top of the Soul Split as well, of course, so you'll have Soul Split active and the Arcane Blood Necklace passive effect active. It's pretty clear that the Arcane Blood Necklace is the way to go, not the Amulet of Souls, even though the Amulet of Souls has a +2 strength bonus compared to the Arcane Blood Necklace. It's very small, and it also has a bit of a prayer bonus, which Arcane Blood Necklace doesn't have. I still think the Arcane Blood Necklace over time is going to save you a lot of money, and it's going to be way more useful as well and yeah, that's the reason you should probably be using the Arcane Blood Necklace. And for overall figures, this comes out to 751k Invention XP an hour if you sort of extrapolate from the weapon XP I gained in 1 hour and the armor XP I gained. So that's not too bad, I guess. It's not as good as Airuts, for example. I mean, I watched Justice's video from last week or so, and I think he got 3 times this much Invention XP an hour, and yeah, this isn't very good. However, it is AFK, and that's a very, very important thing for me. And I guess, okay, if you siphon your weapon, it's not 3 times, it's possibly 2 times as much, but still pretty low if you compare to other methods. But it's AFK and I like it, and you know, these days I have a lot of work at uni, so I'm not actually online much, so I need to be able to AFK something while I do my work. And if you look at the overall numbers, well, it's 48 hours to 99, and it'll cost you 155 mil. 107 hours to 120, it'll cost you 347 mil. If you use an Arcane Blood Necklace, it will cost you 8 mil more. If you use an AOS, it will cost you 17 mil over the course of your hours put into Invention. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the analysis and the guide. And overall, I would highly recommend this method if you don't have much time on your hands to actually play the game hardcore.